Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, a warm welcome to all of you from the heart of beautiful Debrecen, Hungary's second largest city. Today we have gathered here from an official draw of the 2024 Youth Basketball Champions League here in Debrecen. Before we proceed, we would like to welcome you with a short performance act from the local folk dance group called Spinning Rose. Please let me share you some words about this ensemble. The group was founded by a group of enthusiastic young people in 1981. The philosophy of the ensemble aims to cultivate committed, confident dancers within a supportive community. In 2023, the ensemble received an invitation to one of the most prestigious events in Hungarian folklore, the Folk Dance Anthology, featuring the most outstanding folk dance ensembles, creators, and best choreographies. The group currently consists of 160 dancers, and rehearsals are conducted in 6 groups from the young age to the adult groups. Ladies and gentlemen, the Spinning Rose dance group, thanks for your performance. It was a wonderful piece, and I hope that you gave a small taste of Debrecen and our folklore here in the region. The ceremony will start the countdown to one of the most exciting events of the year, a real breath of fresh air in the European youth basketball. The second edition of the Youth BCL will take place here in Debrecen, the city that has become in recent years the focal point of international basketball and the stage where young players have showcased their talent. Debrecen hosted last summer the Under-19 World Cup. It was a wonderful event and a great festival also for the young basketball players. Before that, in 2022, the FIBA Under-17 Women's Basketball World Cup, and in 2021, the FIBA Under-19 Women's Basketball World Cup was held here with great success. And now we are eagerly awaiting in our city the Youth BCL from the 2nd of April till the 7th. The Under-18 teams from 13 clubs from 9 different countries will compete to the trophy located next to me, as you can see. But who are these 13 countries, 13 groups, 13 teams who are going to participate here in the beginning of April? Let's have a look at them in alphabetical order. AEK from Greece, Basketball Academy Nymburk from Czechia, BK Opava also from Czechia, EV Baskets Juniors from Germany, Galatasaray from Turkey, Hapoel Jerusalem from Israel, Lenovo Tenerife from Spain, Porsche BBA Ludwigsburg from Germany, Prometheus Patras from Greece, Ritas Vilnius from Lithuania, Team Debrecen from Hungary, and Tofaş Bursa also from Turkey. Today's draw with the 13 teams will be split into 3 groups of 3 teams each and 1 group with 4 teams. We'll have 3 days of group play, and then the winners of each group will be paired in the semifinals on Saturday, the 6th of April, and the big final and the first place game will take place on the 7th of April. The teams that finish second in their respective groups will play classification games for 5th through 8th places in the tournament, while the 3rd places and the 4th places in the group are going to fight from the 9th to the 13th place overall. Now let's have a look at the city that will provide the stage for these 13 teams. Let's get a taste of Debrecen. What a lovely city we have actually, and this city will host the 6-day event for 13 teams, and I hope that you are going to visit. not just the tournament, but also the sightseeing tour will be provided as well. So I don't know, this could be a better combination, and it's worth visiting us here from the beginning of April. I think every basketball fan would like to know more about the event, and luckily we're going to have this expert panel that can provide us with all the necessary information. Please welcome on the stage Ms. Diana Széles, Vice Mayor of Debrecen. Mr. Márton Báder, President of the Hungarian Basketball Federation. And Ms. Carmen Tokala, Vice President of FIBA Europe and member of the FIBA Executive Committee and the Central Board.
Hello. Hello. Hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Hello, Mr.
Maradj ott.
President. Yeah. How are you?
Please, Ms. Tokala.
Azt mondták, ide kell ülni.
Nice to see you.
Thanks.
Please take a seat. Comfortable. Perfect. You are close
It
to the
is.
trophy, so this can be also a good motivation for all of you. First, let us please start with you, Ms. Tokala. This is the second year of the Youth BCL, and it expanded to 13 teams from 10 last year. Could you tell us what was the reason and what is the initial concept, and why did it become a success so in a very short time?
Good evening to everybody. Jó napot kívánok. The Youth Basketball Champions League is a very important project, an excellent one, I can say, because it's coming from the needs of the BCL clubs, from the seniors. As all the project, we have the relevance, we have the objectives. What kind of the objectives FIBA can have? To develop the future of basketball, to develop the players, because Basketball Champions League has proven we have the homegrown players on the roster. 5 players, mandatory, obligatory, each team to have on the roster. The players who are growing in our clubs, in our academies, which is absolutely great. On the other hand, FIBA is running the national teams, having the youth development fund, and right now we extend to the clubs. Then for the first time, we extend BCL in Europe, we extend it, and we are very happy to have this one competition. Not the last one thing is the players that are fighting for something. For the future, to become seniors, but also for the best player, which is the most important, because it's their CV, it's their goal to achieve the big results in the clubs. Then the competition will be absolutely extraordinary here in Debrecen.
What are your expectations about the level of the tournament, the players, the atmosphere at all? Why is it worth coming here and join to the team and the tournament?
Let me tell you something about BCL. Then everybody knows in Europe, all around Europe, BCL is very important organization, having the excellence in organizing events, driving the events. And then we have BCL, meets the Debrecen, the Hungarian Basketball Federation, which is absolutely great as organizer, and Debrecen having 3 World Championships right here, and also I was here playing 3x3 as well. Then it's a sports city, basketball city. We meet each other, and for sure the competition will be absolutely great. Our goal it is to create models for the kids. This is our goal. The kids to come to play, to show the 18 years old kids they can play basketball. They can touch their dream. Their dream is to play as seniors in the top level. And then, of course, the kids will love to play, will be very happy, and together we'll have a huge basketball society around Europe and around all the world.
Thank you very much for your answer, Ms. Tokala.
Thank you very much.
Now I'm turning to you, Ms. Széles. Usually we meet at these events as well during the last years, and we all know that you're a big basketball fan. But on the part of the city, how do you see what kind of chances, what kind of opportunities this that we can host these 13 teams all around Europe?
Good evening to everyone. That's a big honor for us that next international competition is going to be here again in Debrecen. For us, basketball actually the most popular sports almost. The first time I would say most popular because I played basketball as well. So I would say that everyone has to play basketball. But exactly very popular in Debrecen because the academic level, it's very well known and well good. Almost every school you can play basketball, and if you have to have this situation that you have to think about the next generation all the time. The youth program is always think about the next generation, and for us it's very good, all these events, because the kids can see like 2 or 3 meters all the heroes, and very easy just to feel that I can play once like here. And that's why all the youth competitions are very important for us. I would say and more important than the adult, because the youth always gives us the next generation, and we have to think about them all the time. That the good skills and the heroes are here, and they have to be there once, and these are good skills what they can achieve, and they can see next time in the court.
During the last couple of years, we became, how can I say, maybe one of the capital in Europe as a basketball city. How do you see the legacy of the last couple of years, and what are your expectations of this new Champions League challenge?
Just Carmen told that we are a basketball city. I agree, actually. There's a big, the last 10 years, there's almost the 40th, actually, international competition what we organize. And it's very, I have to thank all the local organizers team, because they are so good. They have so good skills, and that's why we always apply new tournaments. And for us, the last answer I told you, that the next generation we have to think about. They see all the new skills they can achieve, and they can actually be once a player, and like the dream once come true that time. And I think that's the legacy of all the youth tournaments for us.
Thank you very much. And last but not least, Mr. Bader, as president of the Hungarian Basketball Federation, the last years. The federation became one of the most experienced organizers, not just in Europe, but maybe all around the world. How do you see, what does this experience mean for the federation, for you, and where it leads for the future?
Well, good evening. First of all, I would like to thank FIBA and thank the city of Debrecen for their contribution. I think we earned the trust of FIBA last couple of years, or actually last 10 years. There were great organizations here, great tournaments, international level. Also what we were talking about, you were talking about, last 3 years, World Championship with youth categories, men and women. I would like to thank the local organizing committee, who did a great job, who does a great job every time. And I think their work is a guarantee also for this event. So it means a lot for us, and I think we have a great cooperation with FIBA, great cooperation with Debrecen, and I hope this work together will go on forever.
Focusing to the sports side, to the basketball side, what does it mean to the Hungarian basketball youngsters that they can attend this tournament, and at all for the next generation? How important is this?
Well, as for me, as a president, and for us as the Hungarian Basketball Federation, we have a lot of objectives and a lot of goals. But I think youth development is one of our major objective. We are trying to, let's say, reorganize our national domestic competition system. But we all know that if our youngsters cannot play international level, then it doesn't mean nothing. So the more games we play internationally, and good games, I mean, the better we're gonna be. So we are really thankful that we have this opportunity. I hope this thing with the Hungarian Federation, the Hungarian team, can go on with the BCL. I'm sure the FIBA is working on development of this tournament, BCL Youth Tournament. So I wish the best for all the teams, no injuries, great development, have great experience, also in the city of Debrecen, and we are really looking forward to the games.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thanks for all of you to share your thoughts about this tournament and your expectations. And now, before we look ahead, we need the last piece of background about the Youth Basketball Champions League. Last year in Bursa, Turkey, this competition was very popular and very memorable for all of you. So let's watch this video to refresh our memory. So here we are again. We changed the environment, as you can see. After this reminder of last year's Youth BCL, I'm now even sure that we have a great tournament here in the beginning of April. Every great event, of course, needs a great ambassador, and so we have, fortunately. But we have maybe better than a great. We have actually a legend here in Hungary, the only Hungarian player who even ever had participated in the NBA, the highest level basketball tournament at all. An international star whose senior national team career spanned over 13 years and was a driving force behind Hungary's return to the final round of FIBA Eurobasket in 1999 after 30 years. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Kornél Dávid, our ambassador. So, Kornél, nice to see you. It's a pleasure to be standing next to you on the stage. First of all, maybe it's a new role in your life. What does it mean to you to be an ambassador here in Debrecen for the Youth Champions League?
Good evening, everyone. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me, and it's an honor to be an ambassador of such a great event. And I'm looking forward for the games, obviously.
How do you see what is the importance of this tournament for the youngsters? Because now they can play against each other, coming from different basketball traditions, nations. So I guess it's very useful. But I'm so curious about your opinion as an expert.
I think somehow, as a young player, that's why you work for, to always measure yourself for the best of the world and best of the other countries. I think it's so important for every youth level players and academy to reach that point where you every year where you measure yourself, measure what you work as an individual, measure what you work as a club, as a team, and it's always great to see such a great clubs and basketball cities representing so many young players and so many great young players who have a future in basketball. And this event is one of the best already. And I think for everyone who work for this event to happen to be a great one, as we're looking forward to be a great one, I think is very important for basketball in Europe.
Besides the physical performance and the development, how do you see what is the importance of this tournament by the mental way? Because I guess they have some ideas on their mind that if they perform well, they got highlighted and get the opportunity to maybe get a contract and just build the future up.
I think it's for the youth, first of all, obviously the skills we develop over the years to reach that point where you'll be 18 years old and getting close to that level when you just right on the door to step in to be in the senior level team. And it's so important for them to not just the skill level to measure, as I said before, and also for team-wise, what was the vision in your representing club, what you try to achieve domestically and obviously internationally. So for each and everyone who is participating in this event, I think first of all they have to see what is work for, and as a team, for sure they try to compete against the best, and that's why this event gonna be so exciting.
Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are so close to the draw actually, and now I'm going to invite on the stage Mr. Dejan Lekic, competition's senior manager of the Basketball Champions League, because we are curious about the method, how we are going to draw and who is playing against who. So now, gentlemen, the stage is yours. I'm just leaving for a couple of minutes and let's see the draw.
Thank you very much, Shoma. Good evening, everyone. Dear distinguished Vice Mayor, Ms. Diana Seles, dear Ms. Carmen Tocala, Vice President of FIBA Europe and member of the Central Board and Executive Committee, and Mr. Martin Bader, dear President of our host Hungarian Basketball Federation, dear clubs, participants to the events, and dear guests. Let's start with going quickly through the draw principles. We will draw 4 groups in total. One of these groups will include 4 teams, while each of the remaining 3 groups will include 3 teams. The hosts, Team Debrecen, will be placed into Group A, which will be the only group with 4 teams. The other 12 clubs are split into 3 pots based on their ranking last year or on their country ranking if they didn't participate in the last year's event in Bursa. Let's see now which teams are in each pot. In the pot 1, we have, of course, Igokea MTEL from Bosnia and Herzegovina, who were the Youth BCL champions in 2023, together with Tofaş Bursa from Turkey, who were the finalists, and the 2 teams that reached the semifinals, Ritas Vilnius from Lithuania and Hapoel Jerusalem from Israel. In pot 2, we have Lenovo Tenerife from Spain, Porsche Basketball Academy Ludwigsburg, who finished 5th and 6th place last year in Bursa. And then we have Basketball Academy Nymburk, who also took part in the last year's event. Remaining team is Galatasaray, that will have its first appearance in the Youth BCL in Debrecen, but is ranked in the pot 2 based on the country ranking and the points that last year Tofaş Bursa bring to the Turkish teams. And finally, in the pot 3, we have other 4 clubs that will take part in the Youth BCL for the first time. This is Eve Basket Juniors from Oldenburg, Germany, Beka Opava from the Czech Republic, and the 2 Greek teams, AEK Athens and Prometheas Patras. As we go with the draw, we will alternate between drawing 1 team for each group. So we will start with the first team in Group A, then continuing with the first team in Group B, and the first team in Group C, and so on until the end of the draw. Country protection is the only exception that applies here, and it's very simple to understand, as it assures that 2 teams from the same country cannot be drawn in the same group in this initial group stage of the competition. Now, we are ready to commence the draw with the help, of course, of Cornell, but before we start, let's unveil and put our host, the team Debrecen, into the Group A. This is the pot without number, and it's representing the host. Team Debrecen goes, as we announced, in the Group A. We can continue now drawing 4 clubs, 4 teams from the pot 1. Cornel, please shuffle well. Let's see which of the 4 teams will join Team Debrecen in the Group A. And we have Lithuanian representative Ritas Vilnius. They will be placed in the Group A together with Team Debrecen, the only group with 4 participating clubs. We go on with the next team from the pot A. It's no one else but the current champion, Igokea MTEL from Bosnia and Herzegovina. They are placed in the Group B of this stage of the tournament. The next team, please, Cornel, 2 more remaining. It's Tofaş Bursa or Hapoel Jerusalem. And then in the Group C, obviously, Tofaş Bursa from Turkey. We move forward with the last team if everything is okay. We should have there Hapoel Jerusalem, hopefully. And it is Hapoel Jerusalem from Israel, which is placed in the Group D. We move on to the pot 2, and obviously the country protection, if needed, will be applied, but we will explain once we get at that stage. Shuffle well. Cornel, please. Pot 2. Let's see the first team and which group will be placed. It's Lenovo Tenerife from Spain. They go into Group A, as there is no need for country protection at this stage for them. We continue immediately with the next team from pot 2. We have teams from Germany, Czech Republic, and Turkey. And this time we have Basketball Academy Nymburk from the Czech Republic. And Group B is the group where they will be placed together with Igokea MTEL. We go with the next, one of the 2 remaining clubs. Let's see if for the teams from Czech Republic and Bosnia and Herzegovina, we will have team from Turkey. It's Galatasaray Istanbul. That goes to the Group D, which is already calculating the country protection. Cannot go in the Group C, obviously, as well, because we already have Tofaş Bursa, and Hapoel Jerusalem will join, Galatasaray will join Hapoel Jerusalem in the Group D, and the remaining club from pot 2 should be Porsche BBA Ludwigsburg. They go into the Group C together with Tofaş Bursa. So 2/3 done. We go to the very end. Pot 3, shuffle well. Here we have a couple of clubs, especially Oldenburg, that will be applied with country protection. But let's see the first drawn team in this pot is Prometheas Patras from Greece. And the group available for them is Group A. With this, we have the Group A completed. We move forward with the next team. 3 more remaining, Germany, Czech Republic, and Greece. And the next drawn is Beka Opava. Obviously, Beka Opava, because of country protection, they cannot be placed in Group B. They go in the first next available group, which is Group C, together with Tofaş and the team of Ludwigsburg. And the 2 remaining, please, Mark. The next team, one of the 2 remaining. First one is AEK Athens from Greece. And the group available for them is Group B. They are joining Igokea and Nymburk into the Group B. Familiar opponents from the Basketball Champions League Senior Edition. The last one, if everything is okay, and we should have exactly Baskets Oldenburg from Germany that is placed in the group D together with Hapoel Jerusalem and Galatasaray Istanbul. Let's one more time see together the composition of the groups. In Group A, we have Ritas Vilnius, Lenovo Tenerife, Prometheas Patras, and Team Debrecen. In the Group B, we have Igokea, MTEL, Basketball Academy Nymburk, and AEK Athens. In Group C, we have Tofaş Bursa, we have Porsche Basketball Academy Ludwigsburg, and the team of BK Opava. And finally, in the Group D, Hapoel Jerusalem, Galatasaray from Istanbul, and Baskets Oldenburg from Germany. Thank you, Cornel, for your participation. We are wishing good luck to all the team's participants at the event.
Thank you, gentlemen, for being this draw. This means the end of the draw, ladies and gentlemen. I hope all the teams are happy for the result. Now it is time to say goodbye almost, because it is the end right now of the draw ceremony. I would like to thank once again Ms. Diana Seles, Ms. Carmen Tokal, and Mr. Martin Bader for participating us and being here and share their thoughts. And I also would like to thank to all of you who joined us on YouTube Live and watched us all around the world. And I wish all the teams a good luck, and don't forget to come to Debrecen in the beginning of April. And I hope that we are going to meet with all of you, and we are going to have a wonderful show here in Debrecen for the 2024 Youth Basketball Champions League. All the best, and see you on April.